What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Money Metcon. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what I believe to be the number one way to go about house hacking in 2021. Because the biggest issue typically with house hacking, especially for young people, is how do you get around the down payment to get into your house in the first place. If you're like me, you don't have a fat stack of cash sitting around somewhere ready to be used for a down payment. So I'm about to share with you a very simple method that once you learn this idea, you're going to be blown away at how easy it is to get into your first house to start house hacking this year. Stay tuned, we're jumping into the episode after this quick word from our sponsor. Faithful Platform is a small private company that works one-on-one with their clients to custom build diamond jewelry. Unlike many other diamond vendors, Faithful Platform custom builds every single order. Not only that, but they guarantee the best price for your product no matter what. So whether you're looking to buy an engagement ring or an iced out Rolex, use the link in the description to get a free quote today. Welcome back to the show. If this is your first time visiting this channel is about how we get our money working hard for us rather than us working hard for our money, specifically in real estate. So let's jump right in and let's not waste any time. In fact, if you want to crush this video even a little bit faster, there's a little gear icon down here. You can hit 1.5 speed. Let's jump right in. Here is the outline of this video. This is the heartbeat of this whole video. I'm going to teach you how to leverage free money through down payment assistance programs to get into a house that will then start cash flowing you, or at least making you equity so that you personally can grow your net worth. I'm gonna break this down with two very simple points. Point number one will be the simple details that you can use to find a property that you wanna start house hacking. And then point number two will be also the simple details of the down payment assistance program and how to leverage it most effectively. Really quickly, I am assuming you know what house hacking is. If you don't, I'll link up here a video I made that breaks down the basics of house hacking. You can go watch that and come back. This one will make a lot more sense. Point number 1A, very simply, figure out where you want to live. So let's jump into Zillow and I'll actually show you what I mean. So this is how I go about doing this. I simply go to Zillow, I go to an area, let's say Greeley, Colorado, for example. I punch that in, it gives me a boundary. I'm gonna look for sale, and I don't wanna spend any more than $300,000 here, right? And then I'm gonna narrow it down to a 3-bed, 2-bath, for example. Another one is I want houses, condos, or townhomes just for the purpose of this search. So if you zoom in here and you start looking at what inventory is available, which is not a lot, these 3-bed, 2-baths are going for $280,000, $284,000, $249,000. So I would just pick one that's a little bit more expensive just to be safe. You'd rather end up on the more expensive side than you would on the cheaper side and not be surprised by some of those costs that you didn't expect. So let's say 280 is our number. So now you know what you want to pay for your house, and I'm going to show you why that's important later. Now what you want to do, point 1B, for example, is figure out what the market rents are in that area for your criteria. So it's a 3-bed, 2-bath. So what I do in this situation is I jump back into the exact same application, Greeley, Colorado, but instead of for sale, I'm going to go for rent, obviously, right? I'm not going to cap myself at how much people are renting in this area. So I know, it's not going to go any more than $3,000. Still 3-bed, 2-bath, still these same categories. So check this out. Now I'm going to scroll out, and what I see is 1900, 2200, 2400, 1900, 1900. So I'm seeing a lot of 1900. I even see a lower end 1500 here. So let's just assume that 1900 will be a good bet for a 3-2. These are all 3-2s, right? Because I put these in these categories. So now you know that in a 3-bed, 2-bath, $1,900, so that's roughly a little over $600 per room for a 3-bed, 2-bath. So now you have those two pieces of crucial information. Now the third step, so 1C, would be figure out what your monthly payment will be. Now, ideally, I would encourage you to talk to a lender, get exact numbers, but if not, I use something called the Zillow Mortgage Calculator. By the way, I'm not sponsored by Zillow or anything. I just think it's a good tool and it's easy to use. So once we jump in here to the Zillow Mortgage Calculator, let's say, for example, like I said, $280,000 is your purchase price. Let's say your down payment, a small down payment, let's say 5%, right? $14,000. Don't freak out about this because this is where the down payment assistance program is going to come in and crush this number. Hopefully, always do a 30-year fixed loan. In my opinion, it keeps your monthly cost low. And then this, your interest rate. So I would say, and you'll learn why I'm going to say this, I'm going to say a 5.5% interest rate. And that's because when you apply for a down payment assistance program, your interest rate is typically going to be a little bit higher. Either way, now we can look here and we see our monthly payment is roughly $1,780 a month. Here's the caveat. This number is not perfect. I have seen this number fluctuate maybe up to about $150 a month. So let's say, for example, You add $150 to this roughly. Let's just say it's that $1,900 number, $120 or so, and let's go with that. So now you know to buy a 3-2, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Greeley, Colorado, for example, it's going to cost you around $280,000. Your monthly payment is going to be around $1,900 a month. And market rents in that area are $1,900 a month, right? So now this is where it gets good. Here are the details of how you're going to make money and grow your net worth. You have purchased a 3-bed, 2-bath, and you know that the market rent is about $1,900 a month for a 3-2 in your area, which breaks down to a little bit over $600 per room. So you can charge 2 people to move in with you, occupy those other 2 rooms so that your monthly payment will probably come in right around $600 in this particular situation, which means that your cost of living went down from $1,900 a month to $600 a month. And on top of that, this is the best part. You are building equity over time. Somebody else is paying your mortgage. That's always the best case scenario for building wealth in this situation. So that's all the details under how you go about finding the property. Let's jump into point 2 now, which is all the details of actual down payment assistance programs, which, by the way, I'm creating an entire playlist up here with every single down payment assistance program that I think is the best programs in the nation to get you in your first house. So what is a down payment assistance program? It is essentially in almost every case, in almost every state, there's a program where they will give you what's called a deferred loan. It's a second mortgage, essentially. And I'm actually gonna show my personal example for how this worked for me. So if you see in this picture on the left category, the cash to close on the bottom says about $27,000. Now look just one category to the right and you will see that number right here, that negative $10,600. That is a down payment assistance program. And obviously you'll see what happens. The category right under that, my cash to close goes from $27,400 to $16,800. So I literally took $10,000 off of the money that I need to bring to close on the home. Now, how this gets registered is when you either sell the house or refinance the house, you don't have to make a single payment on that money until you sell the house. There's no interest. So it just sits there. So it's literally somebody loaning you $10,000 to get in. Now, the negative is you do have to pay it back eventually, but still, you're getting in a house for $10,000 less. You're building equity and your cost of living has gone down significantly. So in my opinion, this is why this opportunity is so lucrative. You get to get in your house for, in some cases, tens of thousands of dollars less. You start making money, you start building equity. So it's a better situation for pretty much every angle that you look at this. So those are the 2 points. Figure out how to house hack and where you want to house hack, and then use a down payment assistance program to get in your property. And here's a pro tip right before you go. Once you get in your property, and you have this $10,000 loan, for example, that you had to use to get in, you can refinance and pay off that loan. And in today's age, right now, where I just closed on a house for 2.5%, you can take that interest rate down if it's a little bit higher, and then you can also eliminate that loan completely so you have no contingencies on the loan for your home. I have plenty of other videos like in these playlists or whatever. I'll link them down below. I hope this video helped. Please hit subscribe. Show me some love. It helps me a lot. Comment down below if you want to find any other information about real estate or house hacking. I'd love to learn alongside you guys. This is John with the Money Metcon. We'll talk to you next time.